Hey guys, how you doing? This is Sean, your video and comic guru, coming at you from Picture Book Drama, where it is everything in entertainment. Not feeling the best right now, but there was a lot of movie and comic book news that came out that just couldn't wait for me to feel better. So without any further ado, let's just jump right into it. The first thing is they did release some of the first images of Benedict Cumberbatch as Doctor Strange. There's the entertainment cover right there. And as I'm talking, there's going to be a bunch of other images that's going to be popping up. This is basically stuff either from the Entertainment magazine article or from different pictures from the set. But let's just face it, this just looks amazing. This is exactly what we were hoping for. They're sticking very close to the comic book with that. You see he has a cloak, but you also see that he has the Eye of Agamotto. Now, did you guys know that the first time that the Eye of Agamotto was actually on screen was actually in the first Thor film? Kind of. It was actually cut out of it. If you actually go to the deleted scenes, you will see it, which hopefully a picture of it popped up here. But this is also not the first time there was a live-action Doctor Strange film. In 1978, CBS did a TV movie that starred Peter Hooten, sorry, H-O-O-T-N. It'll be down there. But he played the first Doctor Strange. This was god fucking awful. I remember this coming out as a kid, and the advertisements for it scared the crap out of me. And actually, I do remember the first time I saw it, because I didn't see it all the way through because I had, was raised with 3 older brothers, so I never got to watch anything all the way through. But there were scenes of it that actually, as a little kid, did creep the hell out of me. But it was probably about 20 years before I ever saw it again. And actually, the next time I saw it was actually on the Sci-Fi Channel as a TV movie. And yeah, it was hard to get through, but I did. And I actually did buy it. So it's a part of my collection. I am a video and comic guru, so it is a part of it. Hopefully, within the next couple weeks, I'm going to do a Marvel video collection that I have. Show you all the stuff that I have. But let's get past that movie because it was horrible. But one of the things that people have been speculating is whether or not the Eye of Agamotto is actually going to be the time gem. So if you notice, they actually did a bunch of the other ones, and kind of going over the other ones, the soul gem and all these other ones. Hopefully the image is popping up here. I was having a hard time getting that one, but that goes through each of them, and there's still 2 left. The soul gem and the time gem. And I think the soul gem is in Vision, isn't it? And if it's in Vision, does that mean the Vision's going to die? Is Thanos going to rip that out of his head? That's the one thing I was wondering with Age of Ultron, but that's a topic for another time. Right now, we're going to move on to the last part of my Doctor Strange news, which is Mads Mikkelsen, who you may know from the Hannibal TV series. He's going to be playing, they said, the main villain. And let's face it, the main villain for Doctor Strange is Dormammu, because we already know that Ichitul Ejiofor is going to be playing Baron Mordo. So the only other villain left is going to be, Dormammu. Tilda Swinton is going to be playing the Ancient One. So there's only one character left, unless he's going to be playing, Clea, which isn't Amy Adams supposed to be playing her? So the only role left for him would be Dormammu. Now, moving on, because there's a lot of stuff here. They released some images from Daredevil, the Netflix series, Season 2. We finally get to see an image of Daredevil and the Punisher together, where apparently Daredevil is chained to a brick wall, and the Punisher standing over him holding a gun and a wrench. So I'm not sure what that's all about, but it looked pretty sweet. If you notice a little closer on his chest, hopefully the picture come out well. It's a little blurry, but the chest does look like he's wearing a skull on it. So they are keeping it very close to the comic book. Now the next image that they released is of, and I'm going to try and get her name correct. Hopefully, if I got it wrong, it's going to be spelled down here. Is Elodie Yung is going to be playing Elektra. We finally get to see what she's going to look like in the series. She's not dressed as Elektra. It's just a normal image of her sitting on a couch, but at least they finally did show us what she looks like, and they, even said in the description, which hopefully is up here, that she's basically Matt Murdock's opposite. Matt Murdock doesn't go out to kill, she does. End of story. So this is going to come out and be amazing. You got Punisher and Elektra in there. I'm wondering if the Kingpin's going to be in it or not. It'd be interesting to see if he comes back. But moving on to the next part of our news is they released some images for Deadpool. Deadpool actually released a image of him, of Deadpool, or I should say Deadpool, but Marvel Studios released an image of Deadpool and Ajax fighting. Nothing special, you know, Ajax is having his two axes, Deadpool's got his swords. You know, but anything Deadpool related I love. Now, hopefully I'm going to be playing next an image from the Empire magazine info commercial. So hopefully that's going to play right about now.
Are you considering buying this month's Empire? You should, because your favorite Merc with the Mouth hijacked the entire editorial staff and made the issue his very own. That's right, Empire's editors are locked in my crawl space, desperately longing for the sweet release of death. That left me time to fill these pages with whatever I wanted, meaning plenty of simple do-it-yourself recipes involving Cornish game hen, freshly pitted Greek olives, locally purchased deli meats, and wolf semen. Not to mention explicit pictures of me the ever-loving out of a weeping Kevin Sorbo on a bed of hot brown Hercules pantaloons. And that's not even the centerfold, which is wall-to-wall javelins, ferret-chasing leprechauns, and a full transcript of at least 3 of my worst films. You get all of this set to my favorite country tune, You're Crying Hard, and I'm hard, 'cause you're crying. Purchase Empire today and you'll receive, free of charge, 3 high-ranking hostages and the complete sexual histories of several of the world's most trusted news anchors. But wait, there's more. You'll also get a limited edition eye infection, as well as backstage passes to my asshole. I know, right? Some things are too good to be true, and some things are just too good. On a personal note, this job makes me happier than a United States Senator on Hooker Monday. So what you waiting for? Buy the issue. The opinions expressed in this issue are exclusively those of the Prime Minister of England. Ding!
I mean, come on. The marketing on this movie is amazing. They just don't hold back. They're using every form of media to get this movie out there to the masses. So this movie's going to just be huge when it comes out. And like, I just love the fact that the X-Men do exist in this world. So I can't wait to see how they blend those two together. Now on to Captain America Civil War news. They released some new photos. Show you some new images of the teams together. You have your Team Cap image right there. Pretty sweet. Then you also have your Team Iron Man photo. Now, I mean, we've seen images of these guys before, but if you look at them, it looks like War Machine has a new costume, a little bit of modification to him. Same thing with Ant-Man. They've already said that with Captain America, there's going to be like some chainmail on there. Who is it? I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. But they also released an image that has Falcon in the forefront, and I believe it's Vision in the background. I hadn't had a chance to look at it more than once before I did this video because there was a ton of news that came out today. But again, this is another movie that's marketed very well. There's a big rumor, and I don't really want to speculate on it. I did mention it in one video I did prior to this of what I think the ending will be. I'm going to stop doing that because I just want to wait till the movie comes out. If they do what they did in Civil War, awesome. If they don't and they do something different, I'll even be happy with that, because right now Marvel is doing no wrong. I mean, their Netflix and their movies are just amazing. Regular TV, yeah, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D., they should just cancel that crap now. That's just, they're taking too damn long to get to anything good. Even this mid-season finale sucked. So, yeah. But speaking of Marvel, let's say a happy belated birthday to Stan Lee. His birthday was actually Monday. This will probably come out Wednesday. I'm actually filming this Tuesday evening. But Monday was Stan Lee's birthday, so he turned 93. So let's give it up to the co-creator of Spider-Man and all these other wonderful characters that we now get to see on the big screen. Alright, now on to DC news. Batman v Superman released a couple of new images through Entertainment magazine, which basically shows you a little more detail of the Batcave, and there's an image of Batman, or I should say Bruce Wayne, with Alfred. And in the article, Jeffrey Ayers actually says that this is going to be a different Alfred than what you're used to seeing. He's definitely more hands-on, tends to have more of a grease monkey feel, which Alfred did in the comic books help repair the Batmobile. Who else is gonna do it? Bruce Wayne can't do everything. And I love the fact that Jeremy Irons is going to be more of a hands-on and not just a servant. I always hated that. That just annoyed the crap out of me. Alfred was a part of the British forces. This man knew what he was doing. He's trained Bruce when he was a little bit younger. So I can't wait to see how, what this incarnation of Alfred's going to be like. Now moving on to the CW. Legends of Tomorrow has released a whole bunch of new character photos, just not in costume, just done in their regular clothes. So going through those really quick up here, not going to spend a lot of time on them because again, it's just them in regular clothes. Nice. But one thing I did like is that DC Comics is going to be releasing an anthology comic book on Legends of Tomorrow. That's going to, the first issue or maybe the whole series, I'm not sure yet, but I think the first stories that they're going to do is going to focus on 4 characters. They're going to be a Firestorm story, Metamorpho, the Metal Men, and for some ungodly reason, Sugar and Spike. They always try to bring back characters that suck. But now they're grown up. They're private investigators. Who the fuck cares? Always has to fuck up the mix in there by adding some crappy character, but anyway, I can't wait to see it because anything that's going to be related to the CW Legends of Tomorrow show, I'm all for. Now, with that being said, there's also been releases of the new character logos, which I do like. So these are going up right here. Amazing work they're doing on this. I can't wait to see this show. They're saying it's incredibly expensive though, which I can understand. There's a lot of characters. You got to showcase their powers. You got Vandal Savage in here, who also has his own logo. But one thing they did release is that Ra's al Ghul is going to appear in the series. Now, I don't know if it's just for one episode, if they're going to go and, they're obviously time traveling so they can do whatever they want. But I love the fact that they're bringing back Ra's al Ghul. The actor was amazing in it. Didn't get his due in Arrow. I think he started off well, but kind of ended kind of just like a mustache twirling villain. I'm going to blow up Starling City or Star City, whatever they're calling it now. But that I really like. They also released a new TV spot, which should be playing up here right now. It's great. I love it, but enough. The show's going to be coming on in about 2-3 weeks. Okay, back off a little bit. Don't show us too much before the show comes on because I don't want to know any more than what I see now. This is actually going to be the last time I'm going to talk about Legends of Tomorrow until it comes out, because I don't want to ruin it for anybody else. Now, speaking of CW, The Flash is going to be doing an episode that has Killer fucking Frost. We've been waiting for that since the finale of Flash, where you saw that quick glimpse of her. Now, this looks like it's going to be the Earth 2 version, which I like. That means that the Caitlin Snow we know won't turn bad, because she is an integral part of the Team Flash. Where this is going to lead, who knows? I don't know, but I can't wait to see how they do this. Now, here's one of the biggest news that I wanted to release out, because I didn't know about this, is there's the movie Suicide Squad. There's a whole bunch of Empire magazine covers that came out. You have the ones that we've seen already, which is the Joker, Enchantress. But did you guys know that they had a Harley Quinn one? Deadshot? El Diablo? And Killer Croc? Now here's the one that really got me. Katana. I'm curious to see what she is. She's not a villain. Suicide Squad is supposed to be made up of all villains, and she's definitely not a villain unless they're changing her up in there, which, yeah, they can do that. I don't have a problem with that. But I am really curious to see what they do with her. Now, one big rumor they have going on is that Common is going to be guest starring in there as the Tattoo Man, which there should be a picture right next to me showing him. Now, this image has been around for a little while. I just didn't believe it until I had heard that they had seen him on the set. Now, he could easily be cut out. This could be a lie. Who knows? But I am really psyched to see what they're going to do with this. Also, I'm sure you've all seen this, but I figured I'll just put it into one video. There's some images of the Joker and Harley. Harley Quinzel. Not Harley Quinn, but Harley Quinzel. It's a scene where you see her pointing a gun at the Joker and basically, well, you see the pictures right there. This movie's going to be just fucking amazing. I mean, I can't wait to see this. You got a little cameo in there by Batman. Apparently everybody that is a part of the Suicide Squad got put there by Batman, which makes sense since they're all villains of Batman. So I like the fact that they do have that lineage or history of Batman in here. So can't not wait to see that. Now, finishing up our DC news, CBS's Supergirl, which will be coming back next Monday. Not the biggest fan of the show yet, but I do like what they did with the reveal of Martian Manhunter. That was just out of nowhere, which actually kind of wasn't when you think about it, because was he showing red glowing eyes for a while in the show? And if you guys have been any fans of the show Smallville, you know that Phil Morris played Martian Manhunter, and one of the things he always did was his eyes glowed red. Only once did he actually turn green, which right there is part of that whole Justice Society episode, which to me was one of their best episodes because they really showed history of other superheroes before, well, I guess you call him Clark Kent because he wasn't Superman at the time. Now, I'm sure you all know if you watched Supergirl that Dean Cain and Helen Slater plays Supergirl's adopted parents. Dean Cain's character died, which they explained, and actually I love that explanation at the end of the episode with Martian Manhunter, because it gives a little bit more depth to the character. But as you guys know, Dean Cain and Helen Slater played Superman and Supergirl before. So I mean, I just love the fact that they keep everything connected with this, so that I do like. And did you know that Supergirl appeared in Smallville as well, even though she didn't call herself Supergirl? Laura Vandervoort played Kara Zor-El in the Smallville series. Just looking all hot and young. But this is actually the first time you really get an in-depth history or story involving Supergirl where she's the main character. There's not all these other characters coming in. So I am going to go back and watch them. I only watched the pilot, and I didn't really give the show a fair chance because the pilots usually filmed months before they actually get greenlit for a series. And usually episode 2 is truly episode 1, because that's where you actually see sometimes cast changes. You know, like with Constantine, that first episode had one actress in it. They came back and there was another actress in there because he just didn't test well. I mean, I tried sitting through some episodes, but again, not from the beginning. I kind of just changed the channel and watched certain things, and it just seems a little too soap opera-y, too much relationship-wise, not enough in the fighting. But I could be wrong. I could be very wrong with that. So again, I am going to go back and watch all the episodes and give it a fair shot. And I'll actually do a review for that, because again, I at first was adamantly against watching it just since the pilot, but I will give it a shot. Gotham still sucks, by the way. And we're gonna finish this up real quick. They did release a new image from Ghostbusters. That's right there. Okay, it's up. You know, truck turned over. They're standing around it. Okay, but one other image I came across without even knowing it is a picture of Ernie Hudson. Now, is he going to be playing one of their dads? Or is he just like playing a different character? Which I said in an earlier movie news video, I hope that if these guys are going to come back to cameo, be your original characters. Don't come in there and be, oh, I'm Joe Schmo, the hot dog vendor. You know, I'm the mayor of the city. Bullshit. Come back as yourselves. Keep the story going. You don't have to start from scratch. You can continue going, but just with a female cast. This will be a great send-off for him as well, because it's almost like the passing of the torch. So who knows? Maybe they'll do it, maybe they won't. And finally, I have some very sad news. On Monday, the lead singer and the founder of Motorhead, Lemmy Kilmister, passed away at the age of 70. Let's face it, that's just heartbreaking right there. I mean, these guys are the heart and soul of heavy metal, in my opinion. You know, you wouldn't have Metallica or any of these other bands without them. So, heartbreaking news to hear. And the band, the remaining members of the band, said that they're calling it quits. That's it. They're not going to continue going on. They're not going to get a new frontman. They just said, you know, we will let the spirit of Motorhead live within the souls of all their fans. And that, to me, is the best way you can do it. I mean, I'm sure there'll be, like, maybe tribute to Lemmy that you may get different front singers singing just like they did with Queen, but they just said that's it. We're done. They don't need to. They have a wealth of history in music. Let it go while it's still on top and not being pushed where it's just getting to the point where no one wants to hear it. But that's it for us, guys. I mean, one other thing, I am going to be doing a new segment, hopefully, if I can feel a little bit better and can get it going. It's going to be called Comics Rant. Because if you notice, I call myself a video and comic guru, but I haven't talked a lot about comic books. Well, this is going to be all about comic books. It will delve into movies and TV because that's a part of its history. But I really wanted to have a segment that is comic book based. And the first episode I'm going to do is going to be on Wonder Woman, because I don't think that she's getting enough due, and I'm tired of hearing people bitch and cry about Gal Gadot playing Wonder Woman, because she's going to knock it out the fucking park. So keep your eyes out for that. I'll definitely hit you guys up on Facebook and on Twitter to let you guys know when that's going to drop. Thank you so much, guys. Hopefully I was able to come across and you can hear me. Like I said, I'm not feeling that well, but that's it for me. I am Sean, your video and comic guru. This is Picture Book Drama, where it is always everything in entertainment. Hit me up on Facebook, hit me up on Twitter. Please hit that subscribe and like button. Hit me with a comment below and let me know what you guys want to see, and I'll do my best to bring it to you. Till then, peace.